Okay, I'm going live again. Can anyone hear me? Okay. Can you hear me now on the thing?
I can hear you. I was just.
I
Is,
can hear you and your chat is up. All right, thank you. Bye. We'll see if they come back. All right, it took about 4 times, but I guess I'm up and ready. Prime 3, hey! We'll eventually get it. The angels will work it out. So we're going to do angel readings today. I've called them in, and there are so many here in the room with mother and father. So if someone has something they'd like the angels to say to them, I'm all ready. Sorry but I notice it's not just me that always has a problem. I guess a number of people left. And our message from the card is learn what you can from this situation. Interesting. So what do we have to learn? I would got to say it was probably patience in knowing that it would all work out. Okay, good morning. Desert Dawn. Do you have something specific you would like to ask about or just any message? I have an angel that has walked towards me, Desert Dawn, for you. Okay. All right, so let's see what she has to say to you. She says to you, you need to stop giving energy to that which is stressful for you. Whether it's always about love of yourself, but perhaps there's another love it's connected to. Maybe not a partner, but someone out around you. And once you recognize that how loved you are by God, if you're not yet ready to own that about yourself, everything's truly fine. You need to take a moment and relax. And how else can you be shown how to see the situation? Patience may have been a good word for you today, as it was for all of us. And things aren't always going to look like how you think they need to. You know, that's another part of control. We think that things need to be a certain way. And I would say I heard some of that surrender in your request. And yet maybe you need to go deeper with it, with what they're talking about. She does have pink feathers around her outer edge. So she is an angel of love from Orion's energy. And would love for you to attempt to feel the love she offers you. You know, we're living in a reality that truly isn't real. The true experience is in the path of how you're developing yourself and what you come to know. So it isn't all about what's outside. The outside is tempting us to move away from who we are on the inside. So she encourages you to take a breath and sit within, to be quiet, and call God in and Mother, and feel the happy family that exists there within you. It is not about outside. Many blessings. All right. Who else? I see Evilise did not come back. Prime 3, did you have a request today? Thank you so much. That was lovely, and I will take the gift of advice. Excellent. I see the Blu-ray now come to you. It's about the will to do, and it's usually about a decision making. So kind of this color I have on today. All right, Kathy S., what would they like me to know? All right, Kathy. There is an angel that comes from my left, and she has I want to say it's like mother energy on her wings. It's white with sparkles, and like that when the light shines on them, they're like rainbows. You are more than you know. You are more than you know. Quiet. Quiet so you can hear, so you can feel, so you can believe that you are more than you know. So in your prayer of manifestation, they're wanting you to use the words, I know who I am. And what that will do as you repeat, I know who I am, and you surrender in that, it'll begin to come to you. There's a memories here to remind you, because you're more than you know. Thank you. Oh, Evilise, you're back. Sue Barton's back. Annie Murray finally got connected. I'm so sorry. You know, I'm new at this. I'm doing the best I can, and no one's here with me. I don't have chat on mine, but I have another computer here. So, what else? The angels seem very loving. Of course they are, but powerful messages. Whew. Hi, Christina, Gina. Nobody is perfect, but everybody has perfection. For the moment is imperfection. There are no mistakes. What should I do to balance myself more? Prime 3. Well, let's see. Let me see. They're going to touch their hand on a different card for you. These are special ones that I rarely use. Let me see that one speaks out. Here it is. So, never alone. I'm going to say, trying to see where you wrote. Okay. My bond with God and the angels is a flame that illuminates my heart. Regardless of the darkness around me, this bond is the foundation of my inner strength. It allows me to go on having faith that all things will fall into divine order for my greatest benefit. I ask the universe for guidance, knowing I will always receive its help and protection. Today the sun will rise and shine for me. I am never alone. And I would assume everyone wants to thank you for this blessing, for me to pick this card. It's one of the most difficult things I find for people to choose, to have faith. Really, this is the faith card. And for any of you who go into, well, I'm all alone, there's nobody here for me, there is always God, Mother, the entire universe. When you call from a heart space, call Babaji, Babaji, Babaji. There are so many that care for you. You are a part of the whole. Everyone's part of the one. And they can feel the frequency when someone's in a dire state. You only need to call them in. So I want to, this shows like it has an image of God with it. But I'm going to call forth your angel so you'll be able to have a visual in that time. It only takes two in God's name to sit together for Him to hear your prayer. And it seems like a smaller angel, not that size means anything, but they can be very tall as a house. And she's innocent. That's the other gift she brings to you, is the innocence. And if you feel perhaps you've lost some of that, I want you to go inside and be quiet and contemplate that word and see memories of when, as a child, you were innocent to the tilt. It's still there. It didn't go anywhere. It's waiting for you to remember. So, a lot here for you. There's no need to think about being alone, and you are innocence. Many blessings. And we'll all be grateful for that card and that message. Let's see what else we have here. So, Delma, that was for Prime 3, I believe. A message for you, Delma. All right. So let me get a message for Delma. Now, your angel comes with a bold color of a deep violet. So I believe, number one, that means to me, as your violet angel, that you have some powerful gifts that you may not yet be aware of. And I want you to know you can work with the violet flame. She is bringing it up, in, and around through you. What the violet flame does is transform anything that isn't light. And you can see how much my aura is flickering. She's very, very powerful. But in that same note, you're very powerful, and maybe you do, maybe you don't know it yet. But work with the violet flame. It is part of the gift God gave you. And read about Saint Germain and the violet flame. It's very powerful. You need to call it 15 feet above, below you, 18 feet around you, 10 feet above you, and just you want to do it until you can see the wave of the firing flames all around you. Now, when you do that, anyone walking into your energy field is going to have to face the violet flame as they do. So, you're going to find, for any of you who does that, your world is going to become much calmer, and you will not feel so pulled down by the world. So let's all take that message. And I hope you enjoy that, Delma. Powerful message again. And again, they want me to pull a special card for you. It's a door to the infinite. How do you like that? At my heart's center, there is a door that leads to the infinite. Today, I visit my heart center and open that door. As I enter, I experience a deep sense of serenity, and I understand that I am eternal, that I am indestructible. From here, I can see beyond my life's challenges to the higher levels of my existence. I know now that my inner light is infinite. How about that? It is within. Remember, all of these messages I used to tell people when we had group, they're for everybody. And however they touch everybody, it may be a different and unique way, but that's for you. Many blessings. All right, Prime Tree, thank you. All right, let's see. Sue Barton here. This may be a strange request, but I have to ask. My cat disappeared the 1st of December. I believe that part of, I believe, I can't see that word. Okay, wait a minute, I went too far. Lost you just for a minute. I believe he's a part of my spirit family. I need my angels to tell me if he's alive and is he coming home. Oh, that's been what, about 6 months ago. My vision shows me either a grayish colored cat or one that's a grayish, like tiger cat. Can you respond and let me know? Write it, write in the thing, and if I'm on the right uh, frequency. Sue Barton. Sue. All right, well, I'll go ahead with what I have. I felt that your cat had left because he had something he had to do. Let's remember, animals are universal beings also. And let me explain the coming home piece that you mentioned. We need to learn, just like animals know, wherever they are home. And there's coming home on earth and there's coming home in heaven. I can still feel and hear the breath of the cat that I tapped into. Um, but I believe he's being a vessel to help someone that needed to have his energy to hold. That's what I feel. So, did you come back yet? Let me see. No? Are you there, Sue? Well, many blessings to you. No, I'm hearing, no, I don't know if he'll come back to you, but you need to become unattached. You can still love him with all your heart and empower him to know that he has a knowing about what he's doing. You know, animals do a lot for people, and that's his mission. All right. Okay, let's see up where I started that. Oh, I see that I didn't, you felt he's a part of your spirit family, and I agree with that. And that's more the reason you must go to the place to understand what he's doing. All right. But he'll show up in spirit, but not in form. So, Gina, any message for me from my angels? Please, please. Gina. Very beautiful. I have an angel kind of directly walking up to me, kind of like, I'm here. Turquoise feathers out around the edge. Turquoise is usually of the higher heart. Um, like the clarity of the ocean will show a beautiful turquoise water. The higher heart is maybe a little bit higher than this sits, and that comes with development. But that says to me you've developed a lot in other lifetimes to now have an angel with turquoise feathers. And it's a she, and she's very assured. Um, I don't know if that's how you are, but not in a bossy way, but in a confident way. She has confidence. And I believe that's part of what she's helping you with in this life is confidence. So let's all know confidence comes from the love of the self and the acceptance of who you are. When you begin to know your value and worth, then you become confident. So, all good things. So, the message is she's there. You're not alone, which we learned before. But let me see if she wants to try to tell me her name. Hold on. So I can tell you the first part's of Sarah, Sara. There's a piece to the end, and maybe you'll hear that yourself. But that's who she is. Very beautiful. Blessings. All right, let's see. Where are we at? All right. Carol, you can let me know if I miss somebody. Okay. Kimberly Sanchez. May I get a reading? It's interesting. Last week, everyone wanted to heal something. And today, we want angel messages. Kimberly. First thing that comes to me as I look up is that you need to be doing angel work. I have no idea what that means to you, but you must know of an angelic peace to yourself. Um, the angel that comes up to me, uh, well, she has rainbow colors on her outer wings, which again speaks to development. So, see what that means to you. Yeah, I see you doing angel work, maybe cards. Uh, there's a whole different amount of ways from intuition, like I'm choosing to do now. But that's your message, and it's very strong. So let me know how that works for you. Blessings. Okay, I'm going to pull one of these too. Well, now, isn't this interesting? It says, Together in the light, I give thanks for all who enter my life. I understand we are all exactly who and where we're supposed to be, and everyone contributes to each other's personal growth. Every reaction someone draws from me is a gift from their soul to mine, meant to help free me from my inner conflicts. Today, by focusing on my own development rather than others' faults, I become one with the divine. I want you to take a look at this picture. And in this picture, Those wings look translucent, but you can see the multiple colors. And look at the family it all surrounds. Many blessings. All right. Well, Gina, the violet flame is something very powerful to know more about. Maybe I'll do a whole video about it. You know, it's working. Saint Germain's a master. Uh, After 70 lifetimes, he went to the Akashic Record people. I'm sorry, the higher board, and said it had to become easier to ascend because it was so challenging, even though how gifted he was, for him to make it. So that's a lot of new dispensations, like bringing the violet flame, that you can heal your karma with someone without having to meet them and talk about it. So that's the huge gift in the violet flame that Saint Germain got approved. Is if you have karma, you can go in and let the violet flame and you or with a healer work it out versus having to wait and travel all around the world trying to find whoever it was, which made it very hard in the old days. Okay? Blessings. D. Pierre, could I please have an angel message? Thanks in advance. I have a dog angel here to give you a message. Perhaps that means something to you. Um, he's more light language speaking to me. Uh, he's sending you love, and that at another time he will be back with you. But for now, he watches over you, and it's very loving. So maybe that will make some kind of a sense for you. Many blessings. An angel request to heal my husband's persistent cough. Thank you, Annie. Annie Murray. Can you tell me how long is persistence? Has it been a few weeks, a year or two? Annie, are you there? Well, first I'm going to tell you what comes to me. I want you to observe or ask him to let you know if it feels like it's dripping from his sinuses. A lot of times the persistent cough has nothing to do with the larynx or the pharynx or all the things that are in the throat that can become somewhat irritated, but maybe it's being irritated from something within the sinuses. There's so many different levels of sinuses. So if you haven't taken that direction yet, um, that's the message that's coming to me is look up. And hopefully that will help find a resolution so he can feel better. Blessings. All right. Ivelisse has a question about how to improve communication with angels and guides. Okay, well, I'm one that it takes development to have a more direct connection with angels and guides. And I believe you're in the school and you're going to learn how to do that. But depends on if you want true clarity, it takes different people, different amounts to, we call it getting a clear channel. You want to work on it for a while and begin to know when you hear ego speaking to you and when you know that it's truth. And there's many different ways to do that. I have some certain techniques that could be a whole video, but I will share all that with you in school. But first, you know, the mind and the ego wants to have you remain in his control, her control. So the main thing you have to do is, I always tell people, write it down when you have something come and go back in 3 days and do you remember it? Now, if you remember it, it came from your ego. If you go, wow, that's very powerful, then it was probably from an angel or guide. I prefer to have people reach their masters. Let me see how you. Where, okay, improve communication. Yeah, so that's one of the first things you can do, not to give you nothing to work with, but you'll find that I would give it a good 60 days of doing that. And in the end, you're going to find that you feel differently about reaching to receive an answer. It's not going to take a few days. It doesn't happen that way. Remember, I work with masters, so it's not a quick thing. Um, Clear channel, you want to clear it. So write it down, close the book, try not to think about it. In 3 days, go back. And do you remember it? The ego will remember and be proud of what it said. The angel or the master won't be there, and you'll be just in awe at the truth that comes. So I understand the desire, but the path is one stone at a time, and you can't skip them to get where you're going. So that's my suggestion. I hope that works for you. Something you can begin doing. Okay, let me see where I'm at here. Miss B, any message for me? And I'll see you on Saturday. Evilise, we have class. 1 o'clock Eastern. Remember, any message for me, Miss B? Okay, I'm repeatedly hearing the word tiny. And as I speak that, um, I want you to know that no matter how old you are full of vital force of God, full of the vital force of God. Whether you're young or whether you're old or whether you're in between, their message is for you to not empower thoughts, paradigms that are out in the world, but discover your own, that you are alive. God gave you that vital force, and that you have the capacity to hold that strongly. There you go, Miss B. Many blessings. Annie Murray, 2+ years. Oh, he's had the call for 2+ years. So Annie, answer me, has he checked out his sinuses for the postnasal drip? Hello, Yvonne. Sure, let me see. Well, the first image I have is a lot of faces. And then they're going to show me a lot of angels. So I'm going to say, because there's three levels of destiny. The first level is a one-on-one interaction. The second level is for like a small group. I'm going to say to you that you are, and you may know this, living your destiny. For there are lots of people and it's constantly growing. Um, is there anything else? There is a team in spirit that they're letting me know that you do not know all of them yet. And to have that interaction with them would uh, give you a great support. Yes, on the master level. Uh-huh. There's seven. There's seven up in the heavens that will sit with you and give you discussion. Good. Blessings. Good to see you. Carrie, I talk to you later today. Any message from me? Ah, first I'm going to pick a card. Don't you just love these cards? Remain in the light. Today I observe. I take time to think calmly and wisely, and I go forward with complete confidence, knowing I will succeed. No matter what happens today, I will remain in the light. I will maintain my faith and my equilibrium. In this way, I nurture my soul and become a strong and steady representative of the light. There you go. I always love because the more I pull a card, they tend to go back and integrate everything we've talked about. There's the angel in the middle of that doorway. So I think what it's saying, Carrie, is take a moment, and I'm going to use the word appreciation for what you're doing, what's coming to you, and take it in and let it touch every cell of who you are and activate, activate, activate the true existence of you as a light being. You know, when we were first given the threefold flame, we were given our birthright. And so many people forget all about it and don't even acknowledge it. It's a video I made. Sure, I'm reminding you something I did, but it's that you all have one. You all have a threefold flame: wisdom, love, and divine power. Yeah, be the light, Carrie. You are the light. Remember it. Blessings. Oh, my thing jumped on me. Wait a minute. Yes, I see what you wrote, Evelise. Do automatic writing, but then take it to the next step and go back in 3 days. And what's it saying to you? Is it valid? Does it feel truth? Or do you remember writing it? That's a huge difference when you can begin to sort out the ego. You know, the ego, we all have one, but we can learn to live our life with the ego in our heart because it needs to learn to grow too. We can't get rid of it, but it needs to evolve. And when it starts to get that you're not needing it, that you're beginning to become whole and have a lot to offer to yourself and around the world, it will calm down and it'll want to grow with you. So this is very important for everybody. Everybody, take time. What voice, what frequency does it have in your head when it's the ego? And what is the frequency of the masters? What do they say? See? Good. Okay. Sometimes I go back up, I get the same names. Gigi, hello, I'm late. Did I do Gigi already? Oh, it's Gina. All right. Oh, I'm sorry. Yolanda's above you. So let me. Hello, Yolanda. Here we go. Now I see a family of angels around you. Um, man. And then there's tiers of angels. So we need for you here to sit and begin to tap into that energy. Yeah, quiet time, time that you have for yourself, that you can listen. I see a lot of help is being sent to you and to those children. And it's an interesting thing when you're beginning to trust the angels. I will share with you who my guardian angel is, and you're going to laugh. Not that she's funny, but I love the Wizard of Oz show. And it even used to come up in my healing of the different parts of the Yellow Brick Road. And Galinda is my guardian angel. So I can hear her voice, I can feel her frequency. And today, most of you don't take the time to just really know when that eerie kind of voice from somewhere speaks to you, to know that it's different. Their tonal frequency will be different than a human voice. Or let's say, for me, God's voice is a totally different voice, also. So I want you to sit and just know your angel is going to speak to you. Now, whether it will be in sound or visual, I don't know, but I want you to see if you can just sit and allow it, because there's a lot here that wants to talk to you. A lot. And they want you to know it's all going to be okay. All right, I'm going to dig to the bottom card, they said. Now, how many of you are willing to take this in? I am light. Today, the light is within me. The light surrounds me. The light protects me. I remain light filled and joyful. Regardless of what circumstances arise, I am a diamond shining forth in all my splendor. I am worthy of the divine within me. Remember, I said the worth will come. Look at that. I am light. Sometimes when life gets challenging, we forget that. But the message for you today is please remember and to learn how to change your perception to, well, if this isn't it and I'm stuck here, let me open my light, get rooted, and how do I see it now? Let yourself see the difference. Okay, I want to shuffle these. All right, blessings, Yolanda. Love seeing you. Gigi now. Hello. There is no such thing as late, you know. We all work on God's time. And I'll be sitting in class and we'll think 4 hours went by and it was an hour. It gets to be as you evolve, it's whatever God's time is that happens and exists around you. So, Gigi. GGB, that sounds like a fun name, doesn't it? All right. I want you to ground. in a different way than you've ever grounded before. There's a lot of energy, and they're telling me you tend to fight or flight. And that's not happiness when you tell yourself it is. How many of you do that? You think as you go out of the field and out of the humanness, then that's happiness. And no, it isn't. It isn't happiness. It's a facade. It's when we get grounded deep into the earth, to the center of the earth, and we can open our energy field and go into our heart and begin to love is the true happiness we're looking for. So there's fun still in this place, and there's happiness, but it will look and feel different, trust me. So let's get you down in your body, down into the earth, and feel the wonderment of that. And I'm going to pull a card here for you. Love appears. So when you get grounded, I renounce my pain and release my resistance. Today I choose to reside in the light of my being. I rise up boldly and ask for the understanding that will free me of my duality. My prayers are heard. The God sends angelic help so that the love and peace find their way to me. When I open my eyes, love appears. Beautiful image. And I believe that's always true. In any situation, if you can quiet yourself and not give power away to what's happening, the love will appear. Okay? Wow, see how time flies? 46 minutes? It feels like I just started. Let's see. Evelise, I'm glad you like that suggestion. Oh, what happened? Oh, here's GDB. It's beautiful. Thank you. Carrie, talk to you later. Great. Great idea, Evelise. Oh, say. Rhonda, can you read on a new job opportunity for me, please? Is that, I assume that means you want one. Ata ata apokesha na 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 ke papoy chichishi papo. La di ti da na 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 ke te 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 papa poshishita na ne. Ni na na ke po po te te ta sha na na mo ke te te po chichishu. La ya na mo ke te de ba shita ta ma no ni te ta. New job, yes. Never have regrets. If you get to look at something and have an opportunity, look backward. No regrets. It is not appropriate because you know there's lessons everywhere we go. And if we leave with a regret, this one is just going to bring all that along with it. So, how you go to a fresh job with a fresh feeling and a new experience in your heart, no regret. And I hope you hear me. It's the lessons the masters taught me long ago. Uh, there can be no regrets, TheoSophia. And so I have you a card. Your angel spoke to you. How special is that? Searching within. What I see outside myself is simply a mirror of my inner self. Today I empower myself by looking past outer conditions, searching within for the source of a difficulty in my life. My inner wisdom will always help me face life challenges. It provides my best answers and my best, greatest healing. As I study myself, I am transformed. Well, is that our message for today or what? Beautiful image. All right, I hope you like that. Are you able to activate the threefold flames? Yes. If you go into my library, where you can see them all, there is a video explaining and teaching you how to activate your threefold flames. It's very simple, and you want to do it every morning. I was just someone who wanted to do. I did them like every hour, every time I got something new to learn. But that's me, and I found people aren't always like me. So start every morning. But you want to get to where you walk in the world with a beautiful yellow flame and a pink flame and a blue flame. Because the small quarter-inch one starts and it's in your heart right now, but it's been ignored. We want to open that up. And you'll see how differently you will walk in the world. So I encourage you all, go learn threefold flames. So I see GGB again, so I did that, right? Ellen. Yes, I can read a message for you. It will be either from your angels or from your masters. I don't reach into the fourth dimensional space. So, and if you didn't know it, angels are higher than masters. So they're on a higher plane than masters and then guides. So, I already lost who I was talking to. Hold on. Ellen. So, Ellen, I'm going to read you from your master teacher, and you'll feel the difference in the frequency, hopefully. Um, all right, here we go. I am your teacher. If you were to see me, I am tall, and I walk with a staff. I want you to contemplate walking with a staff, for it will begin to enable the wisdom that you hold to emerge. It's interesting how humankind sometimes need things to bring parts of the truth of themselves out. But what do you think of when you think of a staff? You think of wisdom, you think of Moses, you think of other spiritual teachers that have seen with the wisdom of the staff. I'm not saying to get one, but allow yourself to feel that staff of yours. Master teachers are there for you to let them implement within you what they have learned, their wisdom. So he is giving you an implication that how you look or appear to yourself makes a difference in who you believe you could possibly be. So he wants you to practice the image of you having a staff. However life is for you, whether in your meditation, you can offer that to yourself. But I think it's going to be a aha, 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 and what a difference it can make without any judgment out in the outer world to negate you. So let me know. That's very profound. Many blessings. Okay. Where are we at now? Okay. And, says thank you. May I have a reading from my angels, please? And thank you. Solitary empath. So, if you're telling me you're an empath, I'm assuming you already do work for the heavens. Um, and I have a message for you from this beautiful angel that is the softest, lightest pink I think I've ever saw. And she wants you to see your gift not as an enemy. She wants you to know that being an empath is the greatest gift. It need not be your enemy. Protect yourself. Know that God surrounds you. Work with the threefold flame. Bring up the violet flame so anyone who walks in your life must walk through it. Be proud. Look at my energy changing for you as it's coming through her. Phew. And empathic is not a bad thing. But I hear many people, they acknowledge the gift it brings, but it's detrimental in other ways and it need not be. So I want you to go within your heart and ask that information. How do I learn to grow and to be empath? In fact, I never say it. I have gifts and I'm very sensitive. I'm chemically sensitive, but it's not what I talk about, you see. And I now have products that have come out that it doesn't hardly bother me. So work with it within yourself and work with God. Things will come to you and it'll be a gift, not a piece of luggage that you have to carry. You see? I hope you can hear what I say, and I am going to pull a card for you. Welcoming happiness. I think that's very appropriate. Divine love is manifesting in me, through me, and around me. It attracts all that I need for the benefit of my soul. As I work to increase my inner light, I evolve into an emanation of love and joy. Today, I reap and welcome the happiness and beauty of all that I have sown. How do you like that? Can you imagine each of us standing up on that bridge with the ripple of the water and the Son of God just reaching down upon us and all the angels singing? You know, every moment's that way. We let life interrupt. That's true. All right. Oh, she says thank you already. Terry Renner. The card was right on the spot. Okay, I have two more, and then I'm going to stop because I don't want to spoil you and think I'll do this all day. We can do it again if you love it. Just leave me messages. Hello, Terry Renner. I don't think I've met you, but I'm loving meeting you right now. You have a lot of yellow in your own field, which is that you're a child of God. Did you know that? And look at all the sunshines you got going on here. So, you know, this says to me that you have a level of remembrance. And it's interesting how remembrance chooses to come to us. So, this message is going to come from Mother. Um, don't rush it. You know, there's going to be times when you have a huge evolution and there's another whole source of light that comes in, and oh, I'm here. And I want you to let yourself get used to that light. And in a week or two, you're going to find, like, well, where did it go? Well, you've integrated it. That's what the path really is, everybody. You have moments and there's a huge illumination, and then you might, for a few days, like, wow, everything you see is different. You're thinking different. Maybe this is it. And then something will happen because you need to go in and dig another little deeper and get it. And yes, you're a powerful light, but I want you to go in there and dig out that deep stuff. There's 144,000 pieces that we all have. Yeah, 72,000 on each side that come out the naughty system of the heart. So I want you to be gentle with yourself. I've been doing this. I was born clear when I was little, and when I started back up, I've been doing this for over 30 years. Yep, now I'm very clear, but I want that for all of you. And you don't get it by assuming all of a sudden all this light that comes is it. It's not it. I'm going to be on my path forever. I now do understand when they say the healing never ends. It doesn't. It doesn't. Even Kuan Yin, all of them, they're still healing. Who they are, become, has changed. They've evolved. So come to peace with the fact that you are on the path. You're a beautiful soul. Doesn't say that while you're on that way, you can't help people or touch people's energy to give them truth. But in that, you become humble, and the heart grows as you radiate it to other people. And they enjoy the radiance, which encourages them to find that radiance within them. So let the path be gentle. Let it be that which it is. It's a teacher. And truly, it's your best friend. So I hope you enjoy that message. It comes from my heart. Blessings. No, you can't lose it. Here's when you can possibly, I'm getting corrected real quick. If you read in the book, the TheoSophia, we're all chosen by God. Think about that. We never, most of you have probably not even given it that idea. You're going to make me cry. God chose us to be those that carry his light. So if a time comes and you go, yeah, I don't want anything to do with it, then you might lose it. But who on this call is ever going to think they're going to give that up, right? So, my goodness, the greatest life you could possibly have is ahead of you. Enjoy it, be a part of it, keep growing with it, and you'll find a security and a faith and a love and a trust that you've never touched before. I know, because I have. And it's still growing, still growing. All right, let me see. Is there one more or am I done? She says, I sing now from hearing your light songs. Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. That is how it's supposed to be. I am so honored to meet you. So, am I at the end? Carol, am I at the end? Did I miss anyone? Suzanne, did I reach you? You're kind of up in between that message from her. I don't want you to think I missed you. So, here, Suzanne, a nice message, Terry, but I don't see you asking. All right, so let's clear in that energy, Suzanne. So I take it that you want a message? How about if I give you one of these beautiful cards? I think we had that one. So appropriate for the end. And I have to say to all of you, I have thoroughly enjoyed today. I hope you've enjoyed it. So today I notice the love that powers all of my life. I see that each tiny part of the universe is an expression of that love. I am aware of the presence of God in all things. I open myself to this magic. I marvel at the splendor of all that is, of which I am truly a part. And look, I just spoke about this. It's the path for everybody. And all the little elementals are twinkling. Look at the God energy coming. That's the truth. May your life become so. All that is. All right? I don't know what did you see mine means. Do you know, Carol? Flying without a broom? Is there a message for me? Please. Looks like a whole new wave of people came. So I'm going to do one reading for MM, Flying Without a Broom. Melinda, I don't know what yours means. Jen J. That's Suzanne. I'm going to read one more card for the group. How's that? And they want the blue card. These are the Archangel cards. It's the Magician. You are ready. You have the resources or the ability to manifest them. Life is magical. And this is Archangel Raziel. Look at this card. Isn't that beautiful? The Magician. You know what the magic is? I learned a little bit ago. It's the love of God. You know, we only become the vessel to allow God's magic to work through us. But you have to work to have the clarity of that vessel. Because otherwise, the ego and what you have as distorted thoughts can interfere. So, the goal is to become the vessel that can hold the magic of God. And you can get there and still grow because then more still comes. Well, today was wonderful. I'm glad I got the sound worked out. It looks like some came and some left, but I appreciate all of you. So we'll do this next Tuesday at 11. Tomorrow, remember, our class on Remake Your Life. It's going to be the third class, and it's about the mind. You know, we talked about thought, we talked about the breath. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about the mind, and it will be live. I'm going to try and get this working again. And let's see. Then Friday, we have the meditation at 4 p.m. Eastern. And this weekend is the weekend for the new people who came to start their healing school with the ones that were. And if you still have interest in a healing school, let me know. It's never too late. And I also put up about my big retreat in Mount Shasta in August for anybody who really wants to get spiritual about who they are. You change in Shasta, you'll come home different. It always happens. I've never had anyone who did not. And it's just a magical, there's that word again, magical, uh, magical place. So I didn't put everything about it. If you want to see a whole detail, email me and we'll send it out to you. So, love today. Thank you so much. Many blessings as the rays of the Lord and all the angels, and maybe they're singing and some of them are playing their flutes and the guitars. May it be so. God bless. Thank you, Carol.